Hello, welcome to another Sunday. Yes, you know which day we upload, but um today will be a little bit different. I'm not gonna share the sounds anymore because last time one bit got copyright struck and I was like, "What?" Okay, so but yeah, apparently I couldn't just upload a video if I didn't remove that part. So, well, there it goes, I guess. I cannot share the sound anymore, I guess. It is what it is. But let's start off today with a strong start. Is the worldwide, yes, worldwide PC gaming. So, Wuthering Waves has officially become the #1 gacha game on PC worldwide, together with Genshin Impact on the second. Let's be fucking honest. Congratulations to both games. It has been amazing. It has been amazing seeing these two games going up from where they began. And I hope a lot of people will rejoice about this, but I doubt they will in the community itself because let's just go further and you shall know. Now, moving on from that, we are going to look at some little bit of leaks about some Zenless Zone Zero. Um, well, the leakers have found something. They found this character, Promea. They got all her animations, all her attacks and shenanigans. Apparently there was also a short about when she has her cloak, she has 3 handcuffs. She cuffs her own hand when she's under her cloak. Okay, well, it is what it is. Some people fetish my trigger, but if you want to pull for it, you gotta save now, I guess. Now, moving on to Honkai Star Rail, which I completely resonate with this animation actually. Like, it's so fucking funny. She is just the 4 Ninja Turtles in one. It's very funny and absolutely awesome how Hoyo first made this creation of a style. Loving it. People are absolutely glowing over style how the Trash Can Girl has so many great animations. Now, moving on from that great animation, there is some, well, interesting mod, I think. Like, some people also leaked about this new Silver Wolf. I doubt this is real, right? Is this real? Like, I haven't played Honkai Star in so long, but honestly, I hope this is not real because it doesn't look real to me, okay? It really doesn't look real to me. But just in case there's a new Silver Wolf coming, probably, I think, because I saw a couple people like saying, oh, what's she gonna become? What's gonna happen? Guess we're gonna get a Silver Wolf alter in Honkai Star Rail again. Oh god. Now, moving on to Wuthering Waves. Why are they doing so many collabs suddenly? What is going on? They got a merchandise collab now. I don't know what about this is going on, but yeah, there are a couple merges. Yippee with Jesus Christ. A lot of collaborations going on. I don't understand it either. Well, moving on, we also have, well, merchandise for Uma Musume. Well, if I remember the previous one, I hope that this Agnes Tachyon watch it's not more expensive than $100 rules because last time I checked about that statue, oh dang, that was quite some buckaroos you gotta pay compared to Jungle Pocket. Well, next up we have a announcement of Uma Musume. They reached 25 million downloads. 25 million down. That's insane, guys, and they are also on their first anniversary, which you should log on because you get free pulls absolutely for free. So get on with it. Uma Musume is once again telling you to say glory to Cygames. And remember that movie that was in the US? Well, it's coming to New Zealand cinema in April 16th. So guess we're gonna raise more money for it. GG. It seems like that Australia is gonna have a little bit of more fun inside New Zealand as well. Now, moving on from the movie, Yeah, we're going to the community once again. I think like everybody feels like this. It's still going on. They, they are still here. She is still here. Agnes Sakyon is still here. She is never going to leave you, I swear to God. Well, next up, we have Made in Mumbo. This used to be a long time ago when this meme was made, but why is it back? Somebody tell me, please. Why is this thing back? Made in Mumbo is back, guys. She is back once again. Oh my God. And here is a funny fan animation of Nakayama Festa getting the Jujutsu Kaisen treatment. Yeah, I swear to God, how do people do this every time? It's funny though. It's funny. Oh God, rice shower, GG, rice shower show off, and we have DLSS Gold Ship. What do you guys think? What do you think about Turn It On? It's absolutely glorious, isn't it? Amazing. Gold Ship is back in action. Now, let's show some appreciation for some art because this artist actually thought about how to put the earphones, headphones on the ears. Like, this is some. Wow, how do you say that? It's quite. I think it's understandable how they would wear it like this, right? Like, this opened like somebody's third eye. Their mind were like, oh my God, this is how they should wear it. Oh Jesus. Like some inspiration hit and this thing came out amazing. Now, oh, or should I say amazing? Well, moving on. I usually don't get like Blue Archive on my feed, but I gotta show you this Minecraft build. Like, how did they do this? I don't understand this one bit, but that's hella impressive what they did with that animation right there. As you can see, it's just all those layers, and it just, I don't know, like, I think they record a frame for frame and just put it back together. But I also just don't understand how these commands work. It is funny to see. It's absolutely great to see such creativity even in other communities, and I hope it's gonna keep going on like this. Now, the worst standard banner characters of every single game. What do you guys think? We got oh, we got Chi-Chi from Genshin Impact. I think this much is true. We got Yang Qing from Honkai Star Rail. We got Nekomata from CCC, which I pretty much resonate with because I always get her every time. And then we have Ling Yang. Yeah, the Tiger Boy. The Tiger Boy is down the graves. I honestly think it should be Ling Yang. Like, I feel like Encore has more use than Ling Yang at this point. It sounds crazy, but I think it does. I think it does, and I think this man is correct. I'm not sure about Honkai Star Rail though. Some people like Yang Qing, I think, but I'm not sure. I'm not sure. What do you guys think? What's your favorite pull and what's your worst pull ever? Oh God, the Chi-Chi curse. Let's see, and once more appreciation of art, Arknight's Enfield. Well, I'm not sure how big of a Italian background this is gonna be for Rossi, but I think she should have reacted when she saw the pineapple before saying sure, because I think Perlica doesn't know. It's you probably should even. I don't even bother. The Mamma Mia is more than enough. Like, I swear, you probably should cut the pineapple in smaller pieces, but also, why would you do that? But why would you do this? Why would you do this? What did Edmund do? To serve him a whole ass pineapple on a pizza. It's honestly, you might flame me, but I don't mind it. But what I do mind is that it's like uncut as hell. I'm sorry, Italians. I'm sorry. All right, and then we go with Kita-san Black, which has been introduced to Uma Musume, so she's coming soon. I thought she was already inside the game, but well, I haven't played in a bit, so I might log on soon. But here's a fun fact about Kita-san Black. Apparently, he was owned by a famous Japanese singer. Every time Kita-san Black won, the singer sang a song every time Kita-san won, which maybe be the inspiration for mixing idols and horses, which honestly, if that was the case, holy shit, they did so much work and they made it pop off like crazy. It's such a good game, it's such a good theme, and I just don't understand how they got it together, but if they did, it was a fabulous idea. Give the person who gave that idea a raise. I swear to God, give them a raise. And now, remember when I was suspecting it was about gambling that Uma Musume was rated higher than, well, Goddess of Victory Nikkei? Apparently, it does consider sexual content and sensitive themes. Why? What do you mean? Why? Nobody does the horse. No one does the horse. Please don't. Now, moving on. Oh yeah, I already showed you this, so there was it in there. But we are going to a huge drama dive right here, which I expected actually to not talk more than 15 minutes, but this is going to be a crude hell of a ride. Okay. Like I said, I'm going to give as minimal opinion as I can, but I do have to address the importance of these posts to say that these people are more on the radical side of the community, and also a side that we should not follow the footsteps in. Okay, it's very bad to follow them because they don't enjoy the games. They just LARP goddamn games. For now, let's just start off with the first bad one. And this post is, we're truly in an era of LARP gacha fans. Literally, people enjoy the art, but ain't playing those gacha games and joining the fandom. Look, at first, I have absolutely no issues. What I do have issue are when these people are judging the games and judging the people who play them and try to, well, harm the population, well, the fandoms of those games. These people do bother me, and I think there is a lot of these people online as well. They just don't play the game, they do admire the game's arts, but they are harmful to the community because they just hate the way the game was built. And it's going to be a repetitive sentence what I'm going to repeat every time and time again, because it's not just about not playing the game, it's also just the players, like the radical players. Once again, it's always the radical ones, right? Now, moving on to this image being posted everywhere on TikTok pisses me the fuck off. Honestly, I don't give a shit. I don't give a shit because I think this image is right. Because if it's bad to whitewash some people, then it's also bad to blackwash. You know? It goes both ways. It goes both ways. You can be racist against white people. You can. And I'm saying this as a Chinese person, so you can absolutely be racist against white people. Now, moving on. We have a Uma Musume community break again. Breaking news: Uma Musume double mastectomy. What the hell is that for kind of word? Anyway, it's an illustration that is becoming a trend. Japanese otaku should think this through more carefully. The chest wound in this illustration is a once again a word I cannot pronounce, among foreign otaku, which means these people are, well, they are giving transgender rights. They deliberately give characters big scars on the chest and slap these pride flags on the character and turn into propaganda tools, which he is absolutely correct in. We should never ever do this kind of stuff to make a political statement about this, because it's just fucking bad to involve a game into politics. Once again, gamers want to game, not to talk about fucking politics and propaganda, or, well, in this case, transgenderism. And this guy is completely right. It has been a while. Let's check back into the community. What the fuck am I witnessing? Yeah, he is correct. And exactly what this person is saying, Cygames does not allow the use of their IP or derivative works that advocate or promote any ideology, whenever political, religious, or social. So, with enough research, you will know that trans is probably not an ideology. Well, in Surfer's case, which honestly is, well, it's just to make it look better, okay, than normal. But in my opinion, this is a political use of art. This is a propaganda being spread about a certain thought that is not something that you should do to a certain IP, especially when they say they do not promote any political, religious, or social work. And this is 100% of the social spectrum. So using this art, it's actually violating the, well, the rule of Cygames themselves. And I think this will soon be taken down because, well, it is truly violating these horses, right? Because it, how do you say that? Like, these scars, like removing something from the body, I think this is just harmful. It's harmful in real life. Now, moving on to exactly this post. This person, I think seeing all the trans stay gold drawings in support of the original artist is truly beautiful. I think everyone should draw their favorite Uma trans now. Tonight we're making Nakayama Festa transgender because I said so. No, absolutely not, because this person up here is completely right. I do genuinely feel bad for Uma fans. I was an outside enjoyer of the series when it was only Japanese, but watching how quickly the game's community went to absolutely dogshit when it hit global was astounding. The community went from super cool and chill to whatever the fuck this is. Do you understand now why I truly hate the Western community? Even though I have moved to Europe, to the Netherlands, I feel like there is a lot of stuff that is just getting worse and worse. At first, it was fine. Like, the acceptability, the kindness that we give everyone, of course, that comes with the freedom of willing to be kind, the willing to give to another person. But to some extent, let's just hear me out, okay? To some extent, when you are trying to encourage this kind of situation, raising like fights left and right, you know, nobody is going to be happy. The community is not gonna be chill and cool. Like, we just want to chill, okay? And for those people who truly have complained, of course, there are some resonating complaints about games, but they never break out in this kind of fight. And I feel like there is a lot of stuff that need to change inside the Western community to make sure that this doesn't happen again. And honestly, it's gonna happen again. It's gonna happen again and again. And they don't understand why this is happening, because they don't accept what the normal community thinks. They only accept what they think. That's the issue. We have given them the kindness, and this is what we get in return. Now, moving on from the whole Uma drama, we got more drama going on. Because Wuwa and Genshin are in a fight again. Oh god. Here we go. Like, you can read this image as you like. But once again, let me remind you of this. This is about the radical players. It's not all the people. It's not everyone that plays Genshin, right? Like, I play Genshin. Like, does that make me like a Hoyo? What did they call it again? Hoyo bot, Hoyo tard, like something like that. No, I don't say anything about it. That game. I just play on my own. Like, it's that simple. Like, do I care that Wuthering Wave and Genshin are compared together? No, I don't give a shit. Like, it's not that toxic, you know? Like, in some aspect, I agree. Wuwa is just better than Genshin. In some aspect, I 100% agree. It is what it is. Right? But every game learns. Every game can evolve to what it is right now. I don't think it's that bad. I don't. Now, once again, let me clarify this. It's just a radical fellow that just doesn't understand the argument between two grown fucking adults. And I hope it's grown adult. Because if it's not, then these children are the fate of the next generation that we have to suffer through. Now, still on the same topic, it's absolutely crazy. Okay? From Japanese people who are LARPing and coping about certain stuff. How could you say this? English is a language invented by the time traveler Dawei. If you don't know who Dawei is, that's the CEO of miHoYo or Hoyo first. So basically, CEO of Genshin Impact. So, even the most common nouns in English end up being rip-offs of Genshin Impact, you know? Judaism was also founded by Dawei, and Christ is one of Dawei's temporary guises. Bedtime story is also a term that was used in Genshin Impact a trillion billion years ago. And this is all to reply. I think this is pretty much sarcastically, but this is basically what somebody tweeted like crazy, okay? So, if we go right over here, it's I think it's about this person. Sorry for chiming in from outside my followers. Bedtime story refers to fairy tales told to children at bedtime, and it's not a made-up term created by Genshin. There's also a 2008 movie called Bedtime Stories, so it's not fair to outright call it a rip-off from Genshin. He is completely being dogpiled on by the whole ass Japanese community. I don't think there are any fandom or community which creepier fans or believers than Hoyo first. Wuthering Wave fans are super chill and kind, you know. Well, I'm not gonna read that because, once again, I'm gonna say it. Wuthering Waves have radical fans. They do. Absolutely, they have. No community is safe from them. But I gotta say it, at this point, right now where we stand, one is worse than another, and we both know which one it's gonna be. Now, moving on to right here, I think, yeah, it's this one, right? Yeah, it's this one here. So, this is also translated from Japanese, but these posts right over here, they are Chinese. And even the Chinese people are completely dogpiling on this specific person. Like, they are so done with this man. They are completely done with these so-called Oyo shills. They are completely off the grid, and people are done with it. People are completely done. And this Japanese person says Bedtime Story is a rip-off Genshin. Genshin is a homage. Wuthering Wave is a rip-off. This has to be bait, right? Like farming stuff. Replying to this person. And then there is, once again, these are Chinese people. And here you can see The Hoyo bot, probably translated, cultists who got roasted over Wuruway's bedtime story fiasco were just catching flakes from Japan. They were getting absolutely ridiculed by folks in English-speaking world and China too as well. As I said, these are Chinese players. They are completely ridiculing him for saying these abnormal claims. We are done with them. These fans are so obsessed. They are so set on making that game, that one game, the best in the world. But they just cannot take it that sometimes a different game can be better. They can't handle it. They can absolutely not handle it. Now, once you have seen this one, this is, well, Chinese Wuwa plays reaction to current games banning rainbow art. Banning LGBT is right, completely. I think this is Bilibili. I'm not certain, but it's definitely a Chinese website, probably. As you can see, it's from Guangdong, and that's definitely in China. Now, Chinese Wuwa players are anti-LGBT. I'm not sure who this person is to react with this kind of emoji because let's be honest, we all know China is anti-LGBT. I think I had one of my pocket shot at the Hoyo First community when they were like complaining about skin, like the black skin, the Netland whole drama, right? I talked about it. I talked about Chinese standard and Asian standards. And Asian people are still like man and woman, the biblical stuff, right? The basic stuff that people in the Western still believe when they are Christians. They still believe like a man should be with a woman. Well, it is biblical. It is what it is. It's the world that has requirement for it as well, because, well, otherwise you wouldn't be living in this world. Because, well, Darwin always wins. Darwin wins. That's what all I can say. That's all I can goddamn say. So, in other words, banning LGBT is completely normal for China. It's a whole different game than the Western side. In the East, this is completely normal to just ban LGBT. Completely in their rights, completely their decisions. And also, I would say their freedom as well. Even though the freedom over there is limited, usually, but they do have the freedom to choose about this. And 100% anti-LGBT is the common stance in the East. Now, I do say, like I said, the radical players, kind of like him, growth games, new King Yuri arts, new lolly characters coming up. Sigrika ML was great. Yuri/Yao artists leaving Wuwa. Keep up the good fight, friends. Protect your space for infra. How much I would say that this is just a stupid remark, little bit toxic post. I would say that you should. What this person has said is completely right that it's happening, but is this correct? I'm not sure. I'm not sure. Like, usually they don't mean harm, right? Usually they don't. But once again, it's not banned in the Western side. So Westerners can just do whatever the fuck they want. I don't give a shit, but this person is just rage baiting the fuck out of other people's life at this point. So, once again, if you get rage baited, just get some fresh air, touch some grass, just leave it behind. Now, we got another slander. Rage bait once again. He fell for a rage bait of a Wuha rage baiter, honestly. I think this is a Wuha rage baiter. I think it is, because I have seen him once in a while. And he's always comparing Wither Waves, or like Genshin with Wither Waves, right? And always praising Wither. But this is just another level. It is. Current games and game animation work 90% done by AI. They are copying from popular anime animation feeder to VCVC tools provided by Tencent. That's ridiculous. completely ridiculous. The issue with this is that it's not true at all. So, like, how do you say this? Like, using AI for these animations. What's your proof? How do you find that out? And even inside the Wua community, I would agree that if a Wua person did this, I would say the same thing to them. It's absurd. Where's the proof? Like, you cannot just accuse something this important. It's disrespectful, not only towards the artist, not only towards the company, but also disrespectful just to every goddamn game. Because inspirations follow, okay? Inspiration can follow from anime, inspiration can come from other games. But yeah, no, this is completely ridiculous just saying that it's 90% AI. Especially AI. That's just too disrespectful. Now, we are going to another accusement on the community once again. Gacha Grill are the most original members of the community. That's what we got accused of. If we look at this tweet right over here, it's basically saying that Gacha Grill members are the original community members. That's what they are accusing the Wooden Wave community of. I don't know this acronym, so I'm sorry about that. Some of the Gacha Grill came from Tectone Eggers, well, Eggies, I think. He forgot the name. But Tectone and his community did not become the foundation of the Wua community. Absolutely not. Maybe the drama community, but Wua community, better ask ex-Genshin players and PGR players, to be honest. I'm gonna be honest. A lot of us are Genshin ex players. A lot of us are. I don't think we should forget the root where we came from. Oh, we, the Wua community, were built from Genshin community because we were upset. We fell out of love for Genshin, and Wuthering Waves just patched a couple of its stuff. It did. And once again, we fell in love, but does it last longer? Maybe. Maybe, who knows? Because we appreciate that the devs are listening to us, and unlike what those radical Hoyoshils say, like they don't listen to the players, they do. They listen to us more than that Genshin ever did. And I'm gonna be very honest with this. I find it completely absurd to accuse that the Wuwa community is made out of drama community. Are you for real? We are here to have a good time. We're not here to make drama. We don't like people causing drama. We absolutely don't. Because the reason why we left the Genshin community at first place is because of those radical Genshin players as well. We didn't like Genshin because of those radical players. We didn't like Wuwa because of those radical players. We don't. We really just don't. We're trying to move on, guys. We are trying to move the fuck on. So this accusation of saying that Gacha Grill is the Wuwa community, that's very extended and very hard to reach point, okay? How far do you need to reach to come up with this? How far do you need to come up with this bullshit spouting in our face? It's like spitting at us and saying, hey, you left the game and you're a fucking loser for that. We left the game because we didn't like where it went. That's it. But disregarding our opinions and then just spitting and stomping on us, that's not gonna help you any further, is it? Now, moving on to this one, and this is why we're gonna close it off. The gacha community is one of the worst example of gamer elitism. Agreed. Like in other video games, many feel the need to justify their taste. If they don't like something, they conclude it's bad. How could I not like the good stuff? Now imagine the same thing every month with each new update, because yes, that is truly the gacha experience. What this guy exactly said, console war elitism aside, it was actually the case before a majority of normies discovered gacha during COVID. Most people would agree to disagree and just move on to the next product. Now, say you like one thing and a bunch of randos will throw you shit at you for liking it. Exactly. Those radical players, those radical motherfuckers out here that doesn't respect gacha, that doesn't respect our gaming space, that just does not understand how to respect somebody's opinion. We can agree to disagree and we can just move on. But those people, they never let you go. They will not let you the fuck go. And that's why we are standing here. And what do you think about this situation? What do you think about all this drama going on? I was not expecting to talk more than 15 minutes, but it appears that to be another half an hour again. My god. Anyways, I hope you have a great day. If I missed something, tell me that in the comments. Do please tell what your opinions are, and please think through. Think through everything you say, okay? And let's start the discussion.